Good evening, I'm Lucy Bustamante.
And I'm Dennis Woltering. As announced by the Vice President here in town today, New Orleans and about 100 other cities that borrowed after Hurricanes Katrina and Rita may not have to pay it back to the federal government.
Cities and parishes will have to apply for the loan forgiveness and must have experienced operating deficits during the 3 years right after the storms. Still, the promise of loan forgiveness came as a huge relief to local politicians who will now decide how to use that money.
Vice President Joe Biden carefully said exactly what this audience wanted to hear.
So I want to tell you something. It will be, you're going to get the money.
That means about $1 billion worth in federal disaster loans taken out by the state in the days after Katrina will be forgiven as soon as the local governments apply.
$1 billion in loans. These loans applications, you can now apply. And I advise you to apply quickly, because when you apply, you're going to get the right answer.
But based upon the words of the Vice President today, I mean, we have a pretty good assurance that we're gonna get the CDL loan forgiven.
New Orleans Councilman Arnie Fielkow says for New Orleans, it is the forgiveness of $458 million. He says as a result, the city's bond rating should increase, since this improves the debt-to-asset ratio. Congressman Joseph Gao says rather than paying the loan, the cities can now pay for necessary infrastructure repairs.
The city, the state, the municipalities will have the necessary money to repair roads, to fix the sewers, the water system, to invest money into infrastructure. So it will eventually affect everyone.
Senator Mary Landrieu says prior to today's announcement, Louisiana didn't even have the chance of having these loans forgiven, since she says the previous administration wouldn't allow it.
The federal government has forgiven many of these loans in the past. These are sort of emergency dollars. They're always off budget. They're not usually in the federal budget.
And Senator Landrieu's office tells us that the announcement forgives federal loans to Orleans Parish of $458 million, to Jefferson Parish $122 million, St. Tammany $74 million, St. Bernard $33 million, and Plaquemines Parish of $18 million. And Republicans